Am I the Astronaut for almost turning my grandmother into the ghost of Christmas past? My entire family and I think it would be a hilarious idea to play a little Christmas prank on our grandmother. She is a nice old lady, but can sometimes be a bit cold and does not particularly have the greatest sense of humor. Hence the reason we chose her to prank. We bounced a few ideas around, but decided that we didn't want to do anything too crazy. So my cousins and I led the charge on the prank, but the whole family was in on it, adding to our special gift. We had our Christmas party at my mom's house and it was great. Everyone was opening presents, and we had gotten my grandmother a lovely little set of dangly earrings, and things were going well. My cousins and I stepped away to bring in the grand finale, a big, beautifully wrapped gift box with a tag that read, "For Grandma." She looked pleasantly surprised and began unwrapping the box. When she opened it, I think she genuinely turned Snow White. It was a box full of, well, adult items. Everyone in the family had pitched in and gotten a little funny item, I'm sure you can get the idea, and brought them to my cousins and I so we could set up the gift box. My grandmother simply closed the box, stood up, and excused herself. We all burst out into laughter. It had gone perfectly, or so we thought. About 20 minutes had passed and we began to wonder if we took it too far, and I went to check on my grandma. She had excused herself to the guest bedroom. I knocked on the door a few times, but there was no answer. I began to get worried, so I finally just pushed the door open and was met with a string of delicately woven insults that came flying out of my grandmother's mouth in a way that I've never heard this old-fashioned woman speak before in my entire life. They went something along the lines of, "How dare you all do this to me? How dare you all purchase such items? Do you live in a whorehouse? Have I wandered into a brothel? Have I raised a pack of devil children? You think giving me these tainted items is funny? You look like death's head upon a mopstick. You're all white-livered scoundrels. Damn you all." What is a white-livered scoundrel? I don't know. I don't know what I'm more impressed by here. If I'm more impressed that this all came out of her mouth or that Opie remembered this whole string of insults that she chucked out here. As she proceeded to slam the door shut, she didn't think it was quite as funny as we did. But the rest of Christmas went on just fine. And eventually the ghost of Christmas past wandered out into the land of the living to slice herself a piece of apple pie. Though I still feel a bit bad. Maybe it was too much. Are we assholes for this? And it could have been worse because I thought whenever you opened that door, she had like... thought maybe she had pocketed one of the items. I mean, if she was looking for revenge, that would have turned you into the ghost of Christmas past. That'd be the way to do it. Yeah. So the question here is, am I the astronaut for almost turning my grandmother to the ghost of Christmas past? I think you got to know your audience here. And if she like really got upset by it, then you probably are an asshole for it. Just knowing where the line is and then dancing on it, maybe taking a step or two over it, but not going way past. I think it's funny as hell. Clearly she didn't. And if the person getting pranked doesn't think it's funny, it's too far. That's the general rule, right? Is that fair? I think if the person who gets pranked doesn't think the prank is funny, it's not really a prank. It's just mean. Yeah. I mean, I would laugh my ass off if someone had did that too. If someone had done that, I'd start throwing them all at people yeah. But my dad is made very uncomfortable by any kind of poop talk. And me and my sisters still get him like poop themed cards for his birthday and stuff. So we're probably the assholes for that because, we do something that intentionally makes him uncomfortable. So we think it's funny, but he's the person that we're pranking and he probably doesn't think it's funny. So yeah, by that same logic, like I'm an asshole. That's not a surprise. I'm an asshole. Me being an asshole is not a surprise, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm just realizing that in this scenario, if I apply it to the same thing with my dad and our poop themed cards, that I probably need to stop doing that.